It's fall. Good day, folks. The goal for today is to clean off this area. I'm going to dig a little tiny trench, set a tarp up, try to get all the bigger rocks out, get everything into the tarp, and then we're going to run it. I'm going to go down to 1/2 inch classified, and as you can see, we're dealing with what happens in the fall. Lots of leaves. I got just enough flow. I think the flow is actually pretty decent to run this. And I'm just moving rocks as I need to increase volume. As the day goes on, we're going to lose flow. We're going to get to it, see what we can get done. All right, we got a little pile of rocks and we got some dirt. So I'm going to dig out a little channel right here, cut a little notch in it, set the tarp up, and start dragging everything down. As you can see, this is all clay right here. So I'm just scraping what I can. I'm going to put a notch in, just dig it in a notch, which is going to be a little hard. Stick the tarp to it, and then start getting this other stuff down. So this is probably why we used Play-Doh as kids, so we could do stuff like this. I'm just trying to make a nice seal so I can wash all this stuff right down. All right, let's see if this works. Something I forgot to share with you. The stuff that I took out of the channel just a little bit before I put the tarp down, I classified 1/2 inch, and I forgot it's in the bucket still. I gotta run it. It's only like 1/4 of a bucket or whatever. But I just started running some pieces. We're on gold already, and this is what's coming out of that. So that was I think 3-4 scoops. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, little fly poop up there, 6, 7 pieces I see. Definitely gold in that material. Now, one thing, I got the tarp set up too, so the excess water is flowing out. I don't want to fill this and have just all this stuff saturated. So I'm trying to get the material to get all the water out of it before I run this stuff for processing. So another reason I'm doing this too and not digging is there's all clay. See the clay right here? So there's just shelves. If I was to try and dig in that thing with a shovel, I'm just going to pick up clay all day. I'm just going to make a mess. It's going to make the classifying harder and everything. So as much as I can get down in this tarp, then I'll wash off that edge seam and try to drag this thing out of here. Try to get all the water out. Get it all to kind of go that way. I could probably scoop it. I don't think I'm going to be able to drag this. It's probably going to rip. And then I'll rinse the bottom of this tarp off in case any gold fell on the bottom. All right, I got about 3 gallons out of that so far, classified, roughly 3 gallons. There's the top of the material in the bucket. These are only 3-gallon buckets. Definitely fall. All right, I get all the big stuff off the tarp. I got to get that stuff that's sitting on top of the tarp out because there's probably gold in that. I got to figure this out. I'm probably going to fill the bucket and, I don't know, wash the tarp slow, I guess. All right, there's all the exposed clay, and washing that tarp, I got to come up with a better system because that wasn't really too, that was pretty clumsy. Maybe a thinner strip of tarp so I can fold it into itself and then roll it. I don't know, but I'm gonna switch game plans. I'm gonna start trenching this way. I did dig this way before. I'm gonna come in a little tighter and dig this out. Just ran some of that material. I think I'm in tailings, my old tailings. I have worked this spot to death, so I'm gonna move up a little bit. There's a fresh new pool of material right here, and I'm still in line with that drop. So I'm gonna move a bunch of rocks and let's hit this. Got a equipment failure on the waders. Went to go zip this up. Here's the zip. It just came undone. Unzipped, but pocket's open. I don't think these cost that much money. Everything's clay. You can see below the surface the clay right there, and this whole thing is just clay. It's only about, I'd say, a foot below the water surface is the top of the clay. Doing my last bucket, and then we're gonna go home and we're gonna clean everything up. All right, here's my little cons bucket. Let's go through this. Hopefully it's decent. So we get 10 plus, 20 plus, 30 plus, 40 plus. This would be the 40 minus. There's a good amount of this left, so I'm gonna have to bring this down to 50 mesh just to see what's left, and then we'll know if we gotta go from there to 60. If I can cut this amount in half, good enough. So we ended up classifying down to 60 mesh. I'm in that material now. This stuff is so small. Really hard to pan it out. Very fine black sands. All right, I'm glad that's over. That was a lot of panning. So that front right piece, that's 10 plus mesh. In the back, these are just all different sizes. The smallest piece though is probably well over 100 mesh. And if I didn't classify down to 60 mesh, I never would have got any of these really, really small bits that are in there. I'm at 6 times zoom, so you can imagine these are really tiny. Next time out, we're going to test this together. This is just a little home build I'm working on. Fun little project. See if it works. Hopefully it works. Thanks for watching, everyone. Be well.